Greetings everybody, David Avocado Wolf here. You're in my kitchen in Hawaii. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna have the best day ever here in Hawaii, and we're starting it off with Turmeric Crush. This is part of the Color Cure recipe series wherein we dive into the different colors, those color pigments, and what they can do to benefit our health. And in fact, in almost all cases, the color pigments are the most powerful antioxidants that are in our food. And in this case, we've got a little bit something else going on, which is we're playing around with turmeric. And turmeric has very powerful anti-inflammatory action. That's part of its orange curcumin color. And we're going to get that in fresh because we're in Hawaii. We can do that. So if you're able to get turmeric fresh, wonderful. We just dug this turmeric out of the ground the other day on our farm over here. And we are going to start it off with just a chunk. And I usually use like the end of a finger size. This is a pretty strong amount. It's a pretty large amount. So you really got to be into the turmeric to do this much. If you did half that, that'd be pretty good. Again, I've said this over and over again. I love saying it. Something that's so amazing about turmeric is it goes every direction. If you want to add it to your water, add it to your water. If you want to put it in a smoothie, put it in your smoothie. If you want to put it in a soup, put it in your soup. If you want to put it in your eggs in the morning, put it in your eggs in the morning. If you want to put it into a savory dish, put it into a savory dish. I mean, there's just so many directions that this vegetable can go. It's amazing. So we really call it a super herb for that reason, because it just has so many amazing uses and such powerful anti-inflammatory action, and it's such a powerful antioxidant in itself. It's also in the ginger family, so it grows like ginger. It's a root kind of just under the soil surface, and then it pops up its leaves directly from that root. We're going to take a big chunk, and it's going to go into our spring water, coconut water combination. That's something we really like to do here in Hawaii. Instead of just doing straight spring water, we like to add a little bit of coconut water to it. You can experiment with that. Coconut water is now ever present, widely available. Do like a 50-50 mix. If the coconut water is too syrupy, then mix it down with spring water. If you want to just do spring water, just do that, or some kind of variation thereof. Next ingredient is going to be cucumber. So this is a play on the vegetable juices that we all have been doing. I think if you're in the boat that I've been in for the last 20 years, I've done so many glasses of vegetable juice, it's absolutely ridiculous. Then the NutriBullet came along, and it really got me into doing actually the whole vegetable again. Instead of throwing the fiber away, we keep it all in the bullet, and that's one of the great things about this machine. You keep all the fiber, all the nutrients, nothing's being expelled out, none of the calcium's being expelled out or magnesium, none of these antioxidants, none of the skin is being ejected, it's all still here. Now you can see I've got quite a bit of cucumber here. It's actually a whole cucumber diced up, and we kept the skin on for the most part because that's where all the great nutrients are. That's where you're going to find your silica, your beauty minerals. That's where you're going to find your zinc. Any of those kind of things are going to show up in the skin of the cucumber. So we're going to pop that right in there. What a hydrating, amazing vegetable. One of the most important vegetables for the kidneys. What an incredibly important vegetable for hydration. That's another thing about getting onto liquid foods more. Vegetable juices, vegetable blended drinks, or NutriBlasts like this, is you just get more hydrated. You get more liquid in your body, and that can affect a radical change in your health, your awareness, your vitality, and your overall sense of well-being. Next is we're going to put in literally 2 carrots. I think we've got 2 carrots that we've diced up here, so we're going to put those right in. Boom, the whole thing goes right in. You'll see what this NutriBullet can do to all that in seconds. You're going to get the carotene, the carotenoids, the great nutrients that are found in carrots are in fact the colored pigments in those carrots. And then celery, natural source of electrolytes, natural source of sodium. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chunks of celery. See if we can squeeze them all in there. Yes, they're all fitting in. Fantastic. Really important to get celery into your body if you're an athlete, if you're sweating a lot, because this is your natural form of sodium. It's your natural form of salt. If you're doing a detox, then you wouldn't put a little bit of this flake salt into the bottom of this to help to extract some of those nutrients and to give it a little bit more of an electrolytic, salty action in your body. That's the kind of thing that we all think about when we think about a vegetable juice. There's a little bit of a sodium element to it. But if you're doing a detox, you don't do that salt. But it is a good idea to have some sodium in your body from celery when you're detoxing. So I added both. I put both the celery in and the Icelandic sea salt, the flake salt. has the 80 trace minerals in it. And now we're ready to rock. So what I want to do is just make sure I didn't jam things in here too tight. Yep, they're loose enough to be blasted. We take our extractor blades from the RX. We gently screw them onto the top right here. We've got the colossal cup size. This is like 44, 45 ounces right there. We turned it on, and the way you do that is you just find that sweet spot, drop it in, and it just goes automatically. There it is. Now, what I love about this is I'm not worried that this thing is going to move. It stays absolutely motionless. We've got 1,700 watts of power driving those blades at a whopping 30,000 RPM. That's like 30,000 chews each minute. Now this will go for 28 seconds, and then it will slow down for 4 seconds, and we've done that to make sure we get a complete emulsion. You can see that slow down. That helps to drive everything that's been stuck in the corners out into the middle so we can churn it up again. This creates what we call inside here a miniature tornado, or bullet cyclonic action. And that miniature tornado is created by that conical shape. So most blenders are like this, and what they're doing is they're throwing everything to the outside and it falls back in this way. This blender is creating a toroidal energy. It's driving it back into the middle again. Let me just explain that one more time. Most blenders are shaped this way. So what they're doing is they're blending and they're throwing stuff to the outside and it falls back in from the sides. What this is doing is it's driving everything through a toroidal energy field. And that's super important because if you're a student of physics, the toroid is the fundamental structure of nature. I mean, that's Nassim Haramein's great insight, his great work. If you've seen the film Thrive, that's the great insight from that film. The toroid, or the vortex, is really the fundamental unit of nature. That's the basic formative structure that is ectropic, means it brings organizational energy in. That's exactly how the bullet works. It's actually creating a toroidal field that's driving things in this way instead of doing this, which is your typical blender. All right, let's have a taste of what we got. Turmeric Crush. Great for the morning. That's a great morning drink. Wow, that keep you going. Great before a workout. If you're going on a long walk, long hike, long run, this is the type of drink for you. I'm David Avocado Wolf, signing off from Hawaii. Cheers.